Welcome back to the Missing Level Podcast. I'm your host Chino. Alongside me joining D and Purge. Y'all boys say what's up, man.
What's good? What's good?
Good.
Today we finna talk about a topic that's a little more serious with our community. So first things first, I wanna ask: did y'all grow up thinking the only way out was through sports or the streets?
I'll go ahead so first. Nope. Um, I always grew up with the same mindset I have now. Is just you find a job and you just make it out. Cause when I first learned about colleges and shit and everything, I was like, why would I pay to go to fucking school? And then with sports, I never looked at sport as like um, a gate to freedom or like to be out of the city or the hood, whatever. But I looked at it as just something fun to do. I mean, I was only like eight. I was only 8 or 9 when I was playing sport. From like age 8 to 10, I was playing sports and stuff. And that was when I was like, yeah, sports ain't for me. I'll stick with video games and shit. But yeah, nah, nah, not for me. That's I just
Not for
if I
you.
if I tried that, I would be fucked. And
so
that's
I
my
did.
mindset. Go
So
ahead.
I ideally no, not for me. Not like I just think my whole thing was I sports is like what he said, like for fun and to really just stay busy. Like I love playing sports. I love being busy. And I ultimately just like meet new people. But like for me, it was academics. Like yeah, I was going to college, and I shouldn't say regardless, but like my ultimate thing, like I was growing up poor. Like, oh, if sports don't make it, my mom always say me don't rely on sports, rely on your academics. And then so like I got good grades in school, and I was pretty decent at sports. So like my grades only helped me more. Even when I didn't play sports in college, like my whole first year was paid for because of my grades and stuff, bro. So no, no, in a sense, it's not. I didn't grow up with that either, the streets or that, because I really my mom didn't let me have that option. You know what I'm saying? Which I was grateful for.
With me, I say it was on the table. Like the only way out, like as far as like through my friends, they was telling me it was like either sports or rap or you gonna have to sell drugs or some form of way of pimping or something. But I kind of stayed away from all that due to gaming. Especially in like what I say like 2011. 2011 was a real big eye opener for me. As far as like gaming and seeing other YouTubers make it, the FaZe Clan when they first broke out. So I grew up kind of thinking that, but I stayed away from it due to gaming. So I'm kind of in the middle.
It probably just all depend on your environment and your
Gaming
situation.
save lives, keeps you
Gaming
off the
That's a
saves
fact.
streets.
lives,
That's a
hundred
fact.
If your
percent.
parents be like, "Hey, don't play the game, go outside," tell them no. I'm staying on a fucking game
Or
because
maybe
D
don't do
said so.
that. But
Now, next thing I want to ask y'all: why do you think black on black killing is super high in our community, and is why is it accepted?
I wouldn't say it was accepted. That's if
that's
anyone says
pushing.
accepted, yeah, that's over the top. You think people say it's accepted, but I think it gets belittled compared to if a white person kills a black person, but it goes on because we really die over stupid shit. Women, money, fucking land that doesn't even belong to us, like areas and shit, zip codes, whatever, city, street, avenue, whatever. Like,
And ego,
and fucking just dumb internet beef.
ego.
Dumb internet beef, like,
I say a
and
lot.
ego.
And people say lies too, lies because a lot of beef is started on lies.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
like
Yeah.
so, but that's a
So,
different story. But go ahead, my
it's
bad.
added, it's added to it, though. It's added to it. So, man, I was saving the story for this podcast. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all boys. So over the weekend, my 3 day weekend that I was off, I had a little situation. Right, it includes a woman and fuck that, includes a bitch and possibly a nigga. The way that person was texting me, think it was a nigga. Had to be. So basically, I was talking to the girl for about a week, right? A week, and about on a Thursday night, you know, we always talk shit. Throughout the entire week, we talk shit. If y'all fuck with me and stuff, y'all know that I continuously talk shit. I'm a talk shitter person, you know, in a playful manner though. And so, you know, I was telling her like, yo, you was talking shit, da da da, you know, drop your low. And she dropped it. But I didn't know at first, right? I didn't know at first. So I'm checking on the maps and shit. Like, what the fuck she got me? Like, you know, she sent me and stuff. I'm thinking like maybe a jail, school, psychology office, something. You know, it was her actual address. And how I knew because I recall her saying that, oh, she stayed right next to a Kroger. And then when I look at the map, that bitch right next to a fucking Kroger. And I was like, oh shit, this is her actual address. So I was like, all right, shit, bet. Right. I was like, you know, I was like, first I wasn't going because I thought it was bullshit. Come on, you only need a girl for a week. But I was like, what nigga gonna pass up, you know, a possible income? Man. So I was like, shit, let me go ahead and slide through, you know. So I threw my hoodie on, my hat on, put my shoes on, you know, because I was already dressed. And I just like, you know, laugh out, you know. So I'm driving, you know, she doesn't even believe me that I was on my way. I was like, yeah, I'm on my way, you know. I sent her a picture of my GPS on my car and shit, you know, saying I'm on the way, right? And so I finally get there. And mind you, she lives 10 minutes from my old crib. Not my crib, but I live in there, but the other old crib when I first moved to Georgia. So I was like, damn, when I saw where she was at, I was like, damn, like, this motherfucker live mad close. So I parked. Mind you, this is important information. She stayed at an apartment complex, a gated one at that works. All right. That bitch works. Only one car is definitely going in. I know 2, 1. That bitch works, right? So I parked, you know, in front of the leasing office and stuff, right? And then I sent the picture. I took a picture of the leasing office and sent to her. Say, yeah, I'm outside. Let it out, whatever, right? She looked at it and she's like, "You're at the leasing office?" And I was like, being a dickhead, I was like, "Nah, I left." Right? So then she called me on Instagram and she's like, "Why are you there? I don't live there. What the fuck? You weird." So I said, "All right, bet." I put my key back in, start that bitch up, and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I got to the second light, which not really too far from, you know, like a minute drive away. You know, she's like, now she called me weird because I left. I took a picture and left. I'm like, no, you said you don't live there, so I left. Right? And I was like, you want me to turn around? Like, what's up? And she's like, no, you're weird for that. Like, what the fuck? Like she laughing all like she's saying it in a joking tone too as she's on the phone. And like, no, you're just weird. Like what the fuck? And I was like, fuck it. I hung up, called my homeboy, told him about it. He was like, damn, that was quick. And I told him what was going on. That was about like 8:00, got home by 8:30, right? From 8:30 all the way to midnight, me and her going back and forth about what just happened within that time span of me leaving, getting there, leaving, and getting back home. And she was just calling me weird and shit and saying that I'm a creep. I made her feel uncomfortable. That I took a picture, in her own words, I took a picture of her house. One, bitch, I took a picture of your office, the leasing office that is open to the public. And 2, I don't know exactly where you live at. I know the area you're in. All right. So I was like, I'm over it. It's in the past. I'm home now. I don't give a fuck. She's like, unsend my messages on Instagram. Unsend my message. Delete my contact. Da da da. I was like, you're gone. You're good. It's over. Just done. It's whatever. So whatever. And so, for the Instagram, she didn't know that I can't delete your messages. She had to delete her messages. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you don't use Instagram at all, huh? She's like, unfollow me, block me. I'm like, you know, you do that yourself, right? Like, if it's bothering you that much, I don't give a fuck. Right. Actually, I don't give a fuck. You can go ahead and do it yourself, bitch. Right. You can go to someone's profile and remove your follow yourself. Yeah, they don't gotta unfollow. Yeah. I said, go ahead and block me. And I'm saying we continuously going back and forth from 8:30 all the way to like 10 o'clock. That's when I stopped responding to her. So, because that's when I started exposing her. She got on my nerves, kept nagging me, kept calling me, and I was ignoring her. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to post this shit on my story. And I'm surprised Shamar didn't catch it, but hey, he's not on Instagram as much. But you would have saw it if you look at my Instagram. I said, fuck it. I'm going to start exposing her. Like, I exposed her profile name and, you know, profile picture, and that was it. But the message popped up. So when people saw that, I wasn't responding to her. It was just her. She even said in one message that I see where I went wrong at, but I'm not going to apologize. But I need you to apologize for making me feel uncomfortable. I said no. Bitch, how I made you uncomfortable? I left.
She She sent you her address.
Right.
She's
What?
and on top of that, she called me a stalker too. I forgot to add that. She called me a stalker the entire time. I'm like, how I'm a stalker when you provided me the information? You gave me the information.
How old was
And
she,
she was,
bro?
bro. So so I started, like I said, I started, posting her messages, ignoring her, and stuff on my story. She finally saw it around like 11 midnight. I was asleep. I went to sleep. I said, fuck it. I woke up the next morning around 6:20 ish, right? And I got a text from her. I got a voice message from her on Instagram, and I got a text from an unknown number, right? Well, it's a number, but I don't know the number. So she sent me a voice message saying that I see that shit. You better take that shit down. You have less than like so many hours, blah blah. If I contact your fucking job and tell them you a fucking stalker, da da da. The text that she sent me was a screenshot of my company's name. Suddenly she found my LinkedIn page. Who's a real stalker here? That she found my
Right.
LinkedIn page. What the fuck? So I wasn't really worried about that because I said I don't give a fuck about that because my job company is fucking nationwide and it's many buildings around here. So I said, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Good luck. And then when I went to the other person's text, which leads up to like, niggas, what they say, I'm gonna read that to you because it's still on my phone. Hold on. So the dude was like, read this fucking text. Dude was like, I'm gonna tell you once, leave her the fuck alone. Then I responded, I'm gonna tell you once as a good warning. Message me again, giving both your information to the officers. So then they responded 4 times saying this isn't a threat, Tard. Just know you keeping stalking her. We're going to see you. Literally is nothing to find you, little bruh. Your face all over the Instagram. Leave the girl alone. Ain't saying no more. Pussy ass boy.
What the fuck she tell them?
Bullshit. And
Had to be.
then on top of that, I stopped looking at her page. It's like she been to follow me, but that whatever. My homeboy, he went to her page because he was wondering like what's going on and shit. And he looked at her page and he saw her story. He screenshotted her story and sent it to me. And it's her showing my Instagram page along with inserting my cell phone number there. So I'm probably how the person saying like, saying go report this guy, he's stalking me, da da da, and this is his number. His name is such and such. And I was like,
bro,
what the fuck? And over some bullshit lies and you're gonna get another nigga in a mix fighting bullshit that doesn't need to go down over little weird shit that you started. I said, man, this is some hilarious shit. But I did get the officers involved and stuff, and since then I haven't heard shit. But boy, that's why I tell people like, man, dealing with women these days is dangerous. But that's why I let people die because it's over bullshit. That was an example. I'm lucky I'm still here. Lucky she know where I live at and everything. But hey, at the end of the day, if she did know where I live at and then she get the information to that nigga, one of us had to go out. And hey,
it wasn't gonna be me.
Y'all has to do some research to find out what happened because either I'm locked up or dead or in the hospital. So shit.
Wow.
But just real quick, I don't think it's not really accepted. It just happens more because of proximity, and then you just got to know history to know why things are the way that they are. And I'm not gonna give a huge history lesson right now. That's in the next question. Speaking of the next question, gang. So
hold on,
I don't know if y'all know.
Yeah, so with me, I say it is accepted. I don't know why. I don't accept it, but I feel like it's a certain group of niggas or a certain group of people that does accept it. Like, and half of the beef, if you ask me, most of the shit is over ego or somebody losing the basketball game. All of a sudden, they got animosity.
They gotta prove. They gotta prove something.
And it just leads up to like petty things. They eventually fight, and somebody lose the fight, and they come back.
And they gotta get back. Yeah.
It's just petty shit, but I say it's accepted because like if you look on social media and the way these niggas be acting and shit, after somebody died, they be laughing and making jokes, say they smoking on this person, they smoking on that pack, and all these fans and shit getting involved, and now the little kids thinking it's cool. So in a sense, I don't accept the shit. I don't participate in that shit, but as a community, yeah, certain niggas in the community do accept that shit. and it's
I
fucked
would
up.
I wouldn't even say not pretty. I wouldn't even say it's accepted. It's just the norm now. I wouldn't even say it's accepted. Like people are like, oh yeah, it happened. So like we just gonna do whatever. It's like it happens because everybody glorifies the stuff. I wouldn't even say it's accepted. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to be accepted of something for it to happen. It's like close proximity and what's trending. They do even if they don't believe. Y'all remember the whole 6ix9ine thing? The dude came out and said he lied about everything. He only doing it. He only saying he killing folks and all that stuff to sell records and get money. You know what I'm saying? Become popular. So that's essentially what it is. Like people want, even though it's not like on a global level or even a national level, people want to get popular in their hood and have some type of ego. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that it's accepted. It's just like what gets people quote unquote respect. And we smoking on that yada yada pack. Yeah,
I think it's a lot of rappers doing that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying I'm just saying like in general, it's not accepted. It's just whatever it's popular at the time, so they're gonna do it. And it's been popular to, in rap songs talk about we smoking on this pack, oh the killing, the drugs, the women, and all of these, it's normal. So like it is what it is.
I mean, what you expect them to talk about? Getting the credit score up? Yeah, I got my shit 522 or 640. I got
Bros don't know the credit score because that's all they know. You rap about what you know, in a sense, what people think they know, quote unquote. So like, go ahead.
Nah, you was gonna ask the question though.
So I don't know if y'all know anything about the 1350. I wouldn't say it's allowed, but a 1350 statistic. But it's automatically about black on black crime. So how do y'all feel about black on black crime? Is it an actual? Obviously, it's an actual thing, but like, do y'all think there's a reason that black on black crime is happening, or do y'all believe that it's just the best way to put it, do y'all think it's just in a sense normalized? Like that's anytime you argue with somebody about why the with police brutality, what about black on black crime? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's the first thing they jump to. So like, do y'all think that's a valid take? Like as far as should people jump to that? Because it ain't just black on black crime. There's other crimes, races doing crimes, but is it more prominent amongst black people?
I just feel like before you jump to like police officer killing a black person, we gotta check out what's going on with us first. We gotta check the actual black community, which is the black on black crime. Now like I said, the reason black on black crime is so high is due to ego and a lot of times jealousy, bro. You see a lot of these niggas they make it out the hood off rap or just make it out the hood in general, and then they try to come back to the hood to show love, but you got niggas all the way on the other side waiting on that nigga to come back. So shit just happens sometime. But I wouldn't be so quick. I'm not the type of person to jump and say racism or the police officer killed this and did this, and I try to look at the community and what we got going on to fix like what's in our circle first. But as far as the 1350, I don't know too much about it, so I can't really speak on that. But that's just a little of my take.
What about you, D?
So I think really it's just niggas dumb enough to get caught. And just honestly, I think maybe just the area that is going on too. Cause like shit going on like it's in a city that's already being monitored and like it's already like the police normal route and everything, like, oh, we know what shit goes on in here. Drug, shooting, gang related, da da da. Like back then, niggas get caught just by just having shit on them they ain't supposed to have on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like with the killing and shit, I mean, like shit, hey, you don't get your hands clean and shit and get the resin off the gun, shit, you toast, boy. Someone like like they can trace you from the bullet, the gun, to who owned that
Right.
gun, the snack, who bought the gun. So they're gonna find out. So I think it's just just like, honestly, motherfuckers ain't getting away compared to other races, because like how we're the 13 to 14 whatever percentage, low percentage that we are that make up the world. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that are doing the exact same shit or even worse, more than us black people. So I think you just to take on just like us just being in a community that's always being monitored and just surrounded. They just want to just clean up the streets. instead of actually like, hey, you should actually go to that fucking gated community or that fucking nice ass, community and shit. They got a pool and shit because they doing shit over there that you're not even monitoring. All the white folks is, and people just laughing, ha ha he and everything, but yet shit, they over there. Yeah, give me that crack, put that shit on that fucking white table. They like set it up behind closed door while the kids out there dying on the pool and shit. And
Right.
like what the fuck? So it's just all about, my take is all about motherfuckers getting caught and everything. But you did put me on about the low percentage that that we're that low of black people got like we make up 13-14 percentage, the United States. But after like I said, having a conversation with my coworkers, they think it's really just a higher number than that. Still low, but it's a higher number than that and stuff. Because their idea was, all right, think about way back then, 200 something years ago, where there was a whole bunch of plantains, a small white family with a playing field full of 200, 300, 400 of black people. And now take that number of those playing field, that one, and divide by several. Where the fuck do we go? Besides like those that, died and shit, whatever, where the fuck do we go? So they think that, hey, there's more black people. We just not either documenting and stuff. And then I come across a good number of people that don't do taxes, don't vote, don't do this and that, so.
But if they own anything or have to pay up on anything, they're still documented.
I mean, it's a lot of people here that I know that don't have anything.
Bro, most people will stay undercover for the longest.
They like don't even have a fucking bank.
Right.
But that's the same argument for other races too. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking what you're saying, but that's a good point. But it wouldn't raise the percentage by much. You know what I mean?
You're right. Not much.
It would be like maybe 4 or 5%, if that.
Yeah, but I say maybe a good 20.
Maybe 20. Yeah. But the whole 1350 rule is we're 13-14% of the population. We commit 50% of the crimes.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole statistic itself sounds good to everybody because it's black on black crime essentially. That's a false argument. So what the 13% is obviously black folks, and the 50% is what I just said, that they commit more crimes. But that is they've been convicted of more crimes. That doesn't mean they've actually committed the crime. You're convicted of the crime. That doesn't mean you do. If you know the history of the United States, you should know that they were out to get to black people. Black people were considered 3/5 of a person at one time in the United States, bro. 3/5. But there's more to that also. Or the 3/5 compromise. But either way it go, there was still property. So that's essentially where I can get to why you're saying like, oh, there could be more out there. People just haven't like, documented themselves or anything like that. But the whole thing is like, black people weren't supposed to be people. White people didn't want to live amongst black people. Hence why there was Jim Crow laws, there was redlining and all that stuff. If y'all don't know why the neighborhoods are the way that they are, there's multiple reasons. One of the reasons is because when we had prominent black neighborhoods, guess what happened to them? They got burned down, they got flooded, etc., etc. And then there's this thing called redlining. So I can't remember if it was the 1970s or something like that, but there was, let's say there's a box. And this line right here is where all the black people can live, and this is where all the white people can live. You cannot cross those tracks. So that's why there's certain neighborhoods where it's predominantly black. And when you're predominantly black, they didn't get funded for their schools. They didn't get funded for their food. They didn't have good food markets. They didn't have, and hell, they didn't even have good credit, so they couldn't even go apply for bank loans. And then hell, even some banks would not let you have a loan because you were a black person. So all those people that they just built into the community, and then, I mean, in a sense, people were getting jealous. But the overall thing of it is, once you're constantly denied of this, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get frustrated. And you can't just go take stuff from the white. First of all, they're the majority, and then they got the police on their side. You can't do that. You get caught in that area, you're done for. Don't even matter if you're even committing an act. If you just walking, and I'm even talking about back in the 70s. I'm not talking about now. So think about that over some years, bro.
Done.
You start to think like, oh, I can't get out of this because it's been passed down through generation to generation. Like The only thing we can do is either fight each other, steal from each other, rob each other, murder each other. That's how we gotta get it how you live, and that's where it essentially comes from. So and then also another statistic people don't know, and I recently just found out, is that 47% of those 50% convicted charges, they get exonerated from those black people. That means they were falsely accused.
False accusations.
So that's why that 1350 is like in a sense inaccurate. You know, we do get convicted. I shouldn't say commit. We do get convicted of 50% of the crime. That doesn't mean we did it. And there's also, if you're a black person, you're 3 times more likely to be convicted of a crime. Sometimes they just need a fall guy. And everybody's gonna believe, no, I shouldn't say everyone, but the majority, so white people, are gonna believe that the black person did it. Because it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We always look at them as, degenerates, out of control, and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, people got to know their statistics and the context of the statistic. Otherwise, you will never ever understand the world. And I don't like doing the black versus white, but when we come to reality, we are all black, bro. We have to realize how these statistics affect us. We have to realize how people look at us. We know we good people, but to an outsider, we're black. That doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? There's not as much racism in the world, but there's still people out there that's like, I ain't finna give bro the job, or I ain't finna give bro this bank loan. He look like he might try to scam PPP loan, something like that, So the whole thing is, we all just gotta, as a unit, as United States, just be like, forget this black, take things for what it is. There are cops murdering black folks. Yes, there are black people murdering black people. There's whites murdering black people. There's whites murdering whites. There's Hispanics murdering Hispanics. We got to take for what it is and try to help the whole situation as a whole. We ain't trying to point fingers. We are just pointing out the obvious and raising awareness. We're not saying that there's no black on black crime. We've been trying to help that for years. It's just not gonna happen until black folks themselves realize that they're not always in a hole. You know what I mean? Like, there's other people that want to help them, but like you said, all it takes is one jealous person, and then they're dead. So like, in a sense, black people do hurt themselves because they're jealous and hateful. But where did that jealous and hate come from? It's all over the world. I mean, it's all over America, bro. So it's just, you know what I mean? Like, so.
I want to add one last thing though. I feel like this whole no snitching culture also plays a huge part in it, because like, if you go to a white neighborhood, right, I don't see no police officers sitting on the corner or just outside waiting for some shit to happen. But you go in a black neighborhood, bro, they out there 24/7, and I feel like the reason for that is because we do got like a no snitching culture, which means if a crime happens, most likely black people ain't gonna report it. So the police, they gonna try to go 10 times harder. It gives them a reason to go hard and really try to arrest us or convict us of some bullshit, whether we did it or we didn't do it, bro. So I feel like that is another reason like black people is getting locked up so much. Like, I could be walking down the street, right? Nigga get shot. I ain't saying shit, but I'm gonna get arrested because they feel like I know some shit. Or I'm gonna get arrested because I got in trouble in the past, and they like, oh yeah, you in the streets, or you know what the fuck going on, so we finna throw this charge on you if you don't tell us this bullshit and woo woo. And now your ass sitting in jail for some shit that you ain't even had nothing to do with.
And then the whole thing is like, what did you went to jail for some niggas that wouldn't go into jail for you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it gives them a reason to even try to go hard. Like,
I can see in a sense why that's black people are in prison, because they're that no snitching thing. Like, bro, I ain't gonna snitch, but I ain't finna help another motherfucker ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to live. I ain't trying to be behind bars. So, and then and I wouldn't say I hate the police, but the people that I know, they good people. So like, the police will try to help you. But if you make it harder for them, they're not gonna make it easy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if somebody walked down, somebody got shot. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't finna say nothing. Or just, make sure that nobody sees you. And if I gotta be anonymous type deal, or whatever it may be. or get me out of this situation. Help me get out of my situation. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you, type deal. So you can always make that deal over there. And people might say, "Oh, we snitches or whatever." No, I'm just smart. I got shit to live for. I'm not gonna be behind bars while niggas that just murdered somebody is roaming around the street and may kill my family next.
Look at Gunna.
And then if you think about it, that shit gonna blow over soon. It always happens. Nigga, I done forgot Gunna snitched, or I should say, even snitched. You said something.
No,
Ain't nobody fucking with him.
A lot of niggas got exposed for snitching recently, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ain't nobody fucking with him.
Shit crazy.
Just to make sure I won't be behind the bars, I'm snitching.
I mean,
I got
feel
nothing to do with it. They talking about putting behind bars serving time. Hey, that's all you gotta say, boss. You got it.
I feel like with the whole no snitching thing, it should only apply to like if you doing some like street shit or you involved in the streets. Cause the way they make it seem now is like if you black and you snitch, or if you black and tail, fuck snitching. Snitching is for like street niggas and shit. If you black and you go to jail and tail some shit and you a regular civilian, they gonna label you as a snitch either way. They don't give a fuck, bro. But hey, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how shit.
But here's my thing. Don't even put yourself in that situation.
I mean, some shit just happened, type shit.
But that's true. But like, but here's another thing. Like, if you get in a car wreck and motherfuckers like, oh, don't snitch, don't tell, nigga, this is my damn car. Like, I'm finna snitch, niggas done fuck up my shit.
I ain't got no insurance. My license expired.
Not my problem.
Year. Help me out, man. You know,
just give me 20 bands and I'll shut up.
That shit, bro.
All right, fuck no, boy.
But nah, that was basically. What was your last question, Fatty?
Do you think it's possible? Do you think black people will ever come together? Is that possible? Do you think that's possible?
No.
That's
not into like hundreds from years from now. We ain't gonna be allowed to see that day. We're not. And that's why like I continue to say, if I ever blew off of something random, whatever that I never thought of today, I am never going back home to Baltimore City. I am flying out my family to come and see me, and that will be that. You will never see me fly out there to them unless it's like for like a possibly a funeral or something, or maybe a family reunion. I'm trying to have them coming out somewhere else, but that's a lot of family because my family is up north in that area. But if I was it's always haters. It's always gonna people like preying on your downfall. It's always gonna be, not I won't say always, but it's a higher percentage in our community and stuff. Because when you look at other, races and shit, ethics, whatever you want to call them and shit, they got support for each other. They help each other. They keep it within their family. They try to keep it within their family. But you come across black people, really, honestly, besides white and Asian, I see a lot of black people like trying to like, they outside their race. They bash us guys if we date a white girl or anybody else. I'm pretty sure you probably can like, tell if you came across any of that purge. But not put your business out there. But if I date a white girl or something, or somebody outside black, I'm pretty sure I probably get a lot of hate. It probably won't be in my family. Probably like, the next person that I could probably come friends with or whatever. Like they like, oh, you with a white girl? Like, I'm like, shit. Yeah, if I'm whoever makes me happy, I'm fucking with. Simple. And they gonna hate on me, but yet they have a fucking failed relationship of going on 5 years, and she fucked her niggas and everything, blah blah. And I'm next on the list, and he don't give a fuck.
On the list, I'm weak.
Like, bro, like get somebody who won't respect you. Like, to be honest, like it's just crazy. And like I show y'all that video about Keith Lee. Like, he blew up. He now got 9 million followers and shit, right?
I'm glad.
And
the old lady tried to drag him.
Yeah, old lady tried to drag him. Black lady tried to drag him. Somebody, he's like, this man stole my idea. Like, so me calling him a thief and everything. And like, bro, like, why couldn't you just be him and get the story? Why you have to like try to go on TikTok and just like take his shit down? Like Kai sent it. I wish we talked about that when it came out, but he recently just won like, stream of the year and shit, doing milestone becoming the most sub, I think, or whatever on Twitch and shot and everything. But yet this girl come out of nowhere. I mean, hey, whatever happened with her and stuff, you know, if it happened, you know, if it's true, you know, hopefully get justice and stuff.
Oh
but,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but with Kai and shit, it's like, why is everybody bringing this man name down?
Yeah.
Right. Like I get it. Like, you know, like she wasn't really trying to do so, but it's like, I feel like you could have at least, I feel it could have been ways to get to it and shit, you know, but and then it's like, it came out wrong. It's like you bringing him down and everybody's coming after him and he ain't do the crime.
Yeah, he ain't do it. Yeah, that's
and I get it. That's his friend and shit. But I'm like, it's constantly that every time you see a black man going up and being nothing to something from the past or something that's going on that your friends did or some shit gonna fuck you up. And it's like, bro, black people can't be great. We just can't ever be great.
That's true.
And I believe I said something. I was like, hey, I hope nothing happened, like nothing that Keith Lee did in the past or someone going to hunt his ass. I think I said it to you, Shamar.
Yeah,
I was like, I hope nothing bring up and bite him in his ass. And look at this shit. Something in the fucking December that just happened. It's always fucking something. It never fucking fails. So not in 100, 200 years, we're not going to be allowed to see that shit. We always trying to bring each other down. And it's sad.
Go ahead, Fatty.
No, I agree with D. I don't think we'll ever come together. And the main issue is jealousy, bro. Like, once somebody get up, I feel like in the black community, it's always gonna be people that want to be number one, bro. Like, same thing like with relationships, how people got roles and shit, and we all supposed to work as a team. Not everybody gonna be that number one. Not everybody gonna be able to make it out, bro. So for the people that do make it out, you got these jealous niggas that's like, damn, why it had to be him? Like, you know, this nigga, he probably was studying in school all his life, or he was working hard while other niggas was just goofballing around and just chilling. Then all of a sudden, this nigga, he gets successful, and they looking like, oh, this nigga was lame. Or, you know, back in the day, I used to beat his ass, and they will bring up stupid shit to try to tear your name down the moment they see you get up. But if you down with them, oh, it's all good, bro. Whatever stupid shit that they did or whatever stupid shit you did, it ain't gonna never come out. But the moment you get up, I promise you, everything finna come out, bro. And the number one cause of that is just simply jealousy, bro. It's fucking jealousy. And I'd be scared if I get famous or successful. I'd be damned if I come back to my own city, nigga. I live in Chicago. What the fuck? You know how many rappers came back and then died just for coming back trying to see their family member or help motherfuckers? Like, bro, this shit is crazy. Hell no. Jealousy is real. Hate in our community is real, nigga. Like, I'm not fucking with that shit, bro. I'm really not. It's crazy.
And I'm pretty much with y'all. If we get it before we're dead in the next 50 whatever years, I will be highly surprised, bro. And like y'all said, it's jealousy, but like it's like you said, everybody trying to be the first person to get it, and you're never gonna be the first person to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's already successful people, and just like every other race, if you think about it, they got family business, systemic shit, blah blah blah. But I'm saying, look, they got businesses. Oh, your grandpa was a carpenter, but his brother was an electrician, and then his son become an electrician or a carpenter, and then they just get smarter about it. You know what I'm saying? So like they in roles that everybody gonna always need type shit. You know, oh he a police officer, but he gonna tell his son, oh yeah, go to the army, and then when you get out, you become an officer. Or when you get to become or when you come out of the armed forces, go to like be a security guard or something. Stuff that people gonna always need. Black people, for some reason, I don't know why, they always think of like get money fast. I'm gonna be a scammer. I'm gonna do drugs. This shit that they always gotta look over their shoulder for. Like, why can't you? And then whenever somebody do something that's not that, like you said, they call them lame, corny, all that stuff. So all that time when you was scamming people and all that stuff, that's bad karma. That's bad karma. And black people swear that they live by karma and all that, but they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't do all the scamming that they do, selling drugs, and then they don't care what they sell, and then people die from it. And then, like I said, when people make it out the hood, they're like, oh, this dude a sellout. That's their favorite word. He's selling us out, bro. Yeah, we can't even fuck with bro. Kanye West don't even go back to his hometown. And Kanye West is a billionaire. You know how much shit he could have did for Chicago? You know how much shit he could have done? He could have probably rebuilt the whole damn Cook County, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's smart. Like D said, I would never go back. I would go back to my like the town that I graduated because it's predominantly white, and I know they will have genuine love for me. But if I go back to the town that I grew up in, them niggas will be ready. One nigga will be hateful. Like, oh, you think you too good, bro? You don't even live down here no more. Well, the reason I don't live here no more because y'all niggas had the same mentality, but y'all had all these dreams, the same mentality that you had last year, and you got the same result. You know what insanity is? You doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's insane for you to think you're not successful as you doing the same shit you did. You doing the same hating, same jealousy shit, same D-riding stuff, but you ain't helping your black businesses. Hey bro, I'm selling plates and shit. Yeah, $15 a plate. Hey cuz man, let me hold that. Let me get the 10. Let me do it for the 10. Bro, pay the full price. Pay the full price. Black people will go out and spend $100 for some steak or something at Outback or whatever, but they won't go to their homies up the street to spend $40 on their plate. Is that am I facts or fiction though?
That's facts.
Black people always want a discount, bro. And if you don't give it, they instantly throw the race card. And that's one of the reasons why we will never, because black people think like America owes them something. You know, I'm black and I don't think nobody owes me shit. I gotta get it how I live. I gotta get it, regardless, because I don't think anybody's gonna give me shit. If you have that mentality, you're gonna be stuck forever. Like you're gonna be really.
I'm gonna say if they give us money for being like, I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Hey, I ain't say we wasn't gonna take that shit. I said nobody owe me shit. Goddamn. Somebody say he go 100K. I'm not finna be like, no, I don't want to take your money. No, let me get that. You hear me,
bro?
No, but all jokes aside, all bullshit aside.
Like bitches, I'm a kid.
I don't need you niggas no more. But all jokes aside, black people, it's like misery loves company, bro. If one person hating, they gonna find 30 more niggas that hate on you. Man. And then now you got 30 targets on your back for no reason. All because you're successful and they not. So, no, black people will not come together, and that's the sad part. That's why.
You ain't look out that one time. You ain't give him $20 that one time. You gave it $50.
That
all of a sudden you fake and you a sellout, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And that's and I mean I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to, but like, white people just live life better. I ain't gonna lie. Like my family's good, but like if it's a ghetto family, you're not gonna be living fun because. Me and my girl ain't that rich or whatever. We ain't come from rich backgrounds, but they know how to have fun. My mom and them know how to have fun. So when we step out having fun. We not gonna get into no altercations. There's a difference between black people and niggas, and I hate niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the whole thing is like, every other race is just coming together. Like they'll do anything. Every other community, I should say, will come together and fight for a cause. Black people, they will fight each other before they fight the cause.
Mm-hmm. There's one last thing I want to say before I get up out of here. Like a little message, man. I want us to start building generational wealth and start building things for our kids, bro. Stop being selfish. Don't build it just for you, and you can't die with it, bro. When you die, it's all gone. Start building shit for your family and for your kids and shit, bro. A lot of people, it's unfortunate that they did pass away. Like I said, a lot of these rappers, they was providing for their family, but they get into these contracts, and majority of the time, all that money after they pass away goes to those labels, and they family just left with chump change, man. It's more than just rap and just sports and shit. We need to start looking into education and actually building generational wealth for the next generation, bro. This was more of a serious topic, but I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Everything will be up on Spotify, Anchor. Yeah, man.
One last thing, don't forget about that generational knowledge.
Facts.
So all my niggas got locked up at Parkway Gardens, man. Free my niggas, all right, you know what I'm saying? We out there, shit. Hey, we out there 4th of July, shooting them bitches up, you know what I'm saying? All right, shit, I see y'all out there. Real niggas what I'm talking about. They know what I be at, you know what I'm saying? They can come by the podcast.
No, you wild for that.
That shit, nigga said Parkway Gardens. I'm fucking weak.
She never told me. She never told me.
You should never